Would you please be able to assist all of us in opening up and expanding our connection with our higher levels so that we can get on with what we're really meant to come here to do? It really feels like it is time. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, number one, here's the whole planetary matrix that's going through a lot of rock and roll changes right now. And as we're here upon this beautiful, beautiful matrix and dancing and flourishing upon it and dancing through it as well, we have your beautiful presence right here and connecting with the whole universe as a whole as a beautiful portal, a beautiful immanent brilliance, even with a physicality. Now, throughout this beautiful immanent portal that we're singing and dancing and playing with, we're omnipotently radiating, 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 emanating exponentially. Now, when we're playing with what we were earlier about having no density, no contemplation of a me, and all the interesting, colorful stuff with it, we're not letting any of this into you. We're even letting what we're going to put a perceptional clarity, colorful self image of a self be way out there outside of you. We're not letting it become a part of you. See, when you let it become a part of yourself, you instantaneously start to close down, withdraw, become so small, so conflicted. And when we start to go there, things start to get really, really big time overwhelming and into a ruckus. You start to become very, very filtered. You start to let all of this right here, that's all so open and brilliant, start to become so confined and tiny. And you start to take your openness and let it become so constrained and strained to where now we have a tiny connectedness. We're not open to all that is. We're more so pushing away than we are dancing with all of creation as a whole. And then all these tiny little selves, self images, images of a self, and all this fun stuff starts to get larger and larger, starts to create all these conflicts. And I have to be a, do a, and all this funky stuff that starts to become like a big giant bricks all around you. And then from here, we have what all these metaphors called walls, blah, 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 and irrational fear levels, and so forth and so forth. Mine, yours, and what yours is mine, and all these constraints. And before you know it from there, you're very integrated and densified into a planetary matrix. The planetary matrix starts to become denser and denser. And before you know it, you're fully constrained, confined, conflicted. And before that, you know that, you're in this tiny little box called a me. A me with all these little structures all around oneself. And then you're not open at all. You start to be now into a survival, unreceptive, just going, 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 in all these interesting, colorful cyclical cycles. So from here, you look at all of that for what it is specifically, primarily, primordial, really, because this is all the primordial levels: self image, even the ideal, even of a segregated, separated self. Rather than you hear different terminology, your higher self, your lower self, so forth and so forth. What about your higher self just being that, or the parts of you that are vibrating faster, 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 even from vibrating so fast that even the speed of light's like snail's pace in comparison to you. You're integrating your own body, amplifying, radiating, emanating exponentially. That there cannot be any walls whatsoever. There cannot be any barriers whatsoever. And then from here, opening, flourishing, and letting yourself take a breath beyond the little self, but through the whole physical apparatus as a whole. Taking a breath, expanding, exploring, emanating, radiating, amplifying, and lighting up everywhere. So right now, let's take a breath. letting your body, physical apparatus do its part to complement and irradiate and radiate for you. Opening, 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 more and more and more, and opening more and more and more. Letting it speed up, which speeding up is wonderful. It's your vibratory levels of consciousness through a body principle, speeding up, calibrating, recalibrating, stabilizing, integrating, then speeding up more. It's speeding up due to vibratory levels and frequencies of megahertz. That is also you merging through the body principle as your higher vibratory levels are integrating through the dense matter principle, being that of a physical form in a magnetic a grid system called that of a physical form. Letting the physical form begin to speed up, open up, radiate, emanate, and speed up to begin to merge together as a marriage. And now let's let all of that start to integrate, emanate, amplify, radiate exponentially. Once again, without these walls, without these barriers, without any conflicts, without any selves involved, any selves even within the cells. Let's not let it be a mine or a yours or an ours. Let's let it be what it is. So right now, let's just let the body apparatus take a breath. Let's even start to feel our presence right here in between the palms of our physical hands. Opening up, amplifying, emanating, radiating, amplifying even more and more and more and more and more. The speeding up, emanating, radiating, and speeding up even more and more and more. And as we're going here, watching how much faster and faster your hands are even warming up, heating up. Let's take the whole energy thing out of our consciousness for a minute. This is you're beginning to feel. You right here through these beautiful little vortex levels of consciousness, speeding up, opening up, radiating, emanating, and speeding up. Hands that can build, create, but these vortex levels that can also heal, rebuild, regenerate, whatever calls to you. So from here, wow, let's even let that become more and more pristine, more and more divinely, iridescently larger. Where you can even feel in between them now. And now. And now. And now. And now and now and now. Larger and larger. Brighter and lighter. And now, all the way through the physical form, coming in, all around. Now, as we're here, feeling our own presence, opening, expanding, lightening, enlivening. Let's let our body take another beautiful breath of pure particles of light. Now, let's even look further as we're opening and opening, embodying, lighting up more and more, faster, faster, clearer and clearer. How open are we becoming right now? How receptive? So big guns, the rest of myself, my entourage all around. Come on in. Come forth. Come on in, angelic, archangelic, ascended host realms. Come on, the rest of my extended family here. Come on in. I want to feel you, connect with you. I want to feel your embracement, your celebratoriness. With me, beside me, all around. Just because I am whom I am. Letting grow, emanate, radiate, amplify. More and more and more and more. And from here, let the body take another breath as you're beginning to integrate, amplify, light up more than ever. Wow. Now even feeling the spedliness of every cell in the physical form. The blissfulness, the pristineness, the joyfulness. Whatever word you want to give it. The words aren't important here. It's what your feeling is. There's no good feeling, incorrect feeling. It's just a feeling. It's a presence. So now let's let that light up and light up, open up and light up even more. Lighting up, speeding up, integrating, radiating faster and faster. And now, come on in more. More and more and more. I'm open. I'm receptive. Show me. It's all right, entourage. All right, family. I'm opening more. So now, let's let ourselves expand exponentially even more. And more. Now there's no contemplations. There's only open. Stop right here. Wow. What's it like? And there's this little part over here, the little chit chatter. The yeah, but. Yeah, but what? This is who I am. Yeah, but how's it going to be? What about later? And blah, blah. Well, what about later? What about others? What others are going to think is still who I am. That's not going to change. The only thing that's going to be different is how much larger I become. So, I'm just metamorphosizing, growing, expanding. It's not changing who I am. I'm always who I am. I'm just not whom and what I have perceived myself to be, or others have perceived me to be for their comfortability levels. But wow, I'm opening, faster and faster, clearer and faster. So now, let's let ourselves emanate faster, further, more, graciously, divinely, radiantly more. Throughout the world, throughout the astral planes of consciousness, throughout the cosmic lattice works, really throughout this whole universe. And let's just look around as we're here. Either we can tune into it or just look through our physical eyes. Wow. What if we do not mirror anyone? What if no one is our mirror? What if we are who we are? And we're lighting up exponentially, blasting through exponentially. And we're letting all of creation around us change, metamorphosize, even light up further so we can run forth, do what we're doing. Even letting that take on a life of its own. Not making it some big giant mission in a job, but really letting it take on a life of its own. Not making it some big, overwhelming purpose. Letting the purpose take care of its own purpose and letting it grow and grow and grow and grow and grow into itself. Take it on more light, more life. So entourage here. We take it further and faster and faster and further, and even letting that grow, my good friends. My beautiful, benevolent entourage, my beautiful, benevolent family. Even the rest of myself. Grow, more than ever, faster than ever. Now, as we contemplate nothing, contemplating nothing, not having anything to carry, how much more now are we receptive to our own clarification? We'll call it guidance. Your own voice. Speak through me, steer me, and journey me. The rest of myself. All that is.